Welcome to Classic Car Cave. Just a quick intro. So in this we're finishing up with the E-Type, so that's ready to go for its test, which we'll do in the spring. I have some work coming up on the Track Day Mini because we're going to take the exhaust and the inlet off and do a few mods, and then we'll be getting on with the XK. We basically want to batten everything down for the winter and get on with the XK because we have to do quite a lot of welding and grinding and priming and painting and stuff. So at the moment I'm just making up a list of stuff I need from for the XK 150 for the bumpers and all kinds of stuff. Very expensive, but it is what it is. You know, a lot of this stuff you actually can't get. I'm going to have to make some things as well. So we'll put them into the videos as we go along. But I hope you enjoy the video. Here, maybe a bit of welding or grinding. So here's taking the interior out. I took the seats out earlier. You can see we wanted to make sure there was no problems with welding. It needs a massive clean. You might be able to see, there's the steering wheel. This is a quick release system that's on this. Very handy when you go touring somewhere and you can just take the steering wheel into the room with you, up to the hotel with you. New lighters in. So we're going to get all this interior cleaned out. And he's just working on the welding now. So we go down the ladder. You can see it's looking real nice, clean everything up. Just the handbrake, and there's the. So I can get out from underneath. You see there it is, the welding backed on. Just got to clean it up. We'll put some, mask it out, put some body shuts on it, and then I'll get the colour made up again and we'll repaint it. Okay, so I've got the two bolts through it. I'll just do the other two on the other side. You can see that. They're just loose at the moment. But I've put all the copper grease inside and on the thread, so they should be good if we ever have to take them off. Hopefully not. Okay, on this side you can see, look, this is how I've done the belt. So the belt's just on that front A-arm, on the front wishbone, and then as you go back it's just around here. So now they're on, I don't actually need this, I can take it off. So I need two ends because you've got to undo the latch. So, and then I'll take it down, drop the bolts through and tighten it up. Put these two bolts through here to tighten that up then. So I'm just going to put this security wire. This is what they use in the aircraft industry. So basically, it's fairly simple. I just pop it through the bolt, and obviously you want it in the direction of where it's going to come, in the opposite direction where it's going to come loose. I'll get this side up. A nice long piece. Sorry, it's my dog again. Okay, so now what I want to do is just tighten that up and then spin it together. What we need to do is bring it on the inside, because obviously that thread is tightening up that way. Oh, sorry, it's loosening off that way. So you want it to go in the opposite direction. So basically all you need to do is work out roughly where you want which is about there. And then this has a, let's start again. Yeah, so that's about there. And then you can lock this thing in place and basically just pull the handle on it. Okay, so there you go, you can see where it is. I can then take this and wrap it around the other side. and do the same thing. Put it to the, I'll pull it to one end. And I can do the same thing and then just catch it again and give it another twist. Sorry, I'm trying to keep out the lock it. You shouldn't over tighten it, but enough that then I can cut it off. And just wrap that round. I mean, it's over, to be honest, it's over the top. The bolt in here is massive in this bushing. It's forward bushing, but anyway, this is that's the way they do it, and that's why they're made that way. It's kind of boot and braces, and if you haven't got one of these tools, let's say these are good because when you take this, you can lock this into position here. I'll redo it here so you can see you can lock that. Once the thing is clamped, you can lock it and it won't come out. See, it's jammed in there. So, but if you haven't got that, just twisting the wire would be good enough. Just putting some locking wire through it. So there's the centre console. Just need a bit of more glue on it. So we put this chrome piece around here now, which then fits under there. So that should look nice when it's finished. And underneath looking good. It's all nice and clean. So it's definitely getting there. I'm just doing these at the moment. Got these two. I've just cleaned these two horns up, and we'll put it all back on. They just go here and here. So I'll put this back together. I've just done the brackets because they were a bit rusted. I'll just check out how they look. They should be dry by now. There we go. Yeah, they're dry. Right, so I'll pop them back on. Everything's back together now. You can see the exhaust there. Everything's back on. The new plate's on here. It's still in black, but that's it's not a problem. I can do that anytime. As you can see, it's pretty immaculate all the way around. It's all been cleaned. I need to buy a new slave cylinder. This has got a slight weep on it, and it's ripped there anyway. So I'm going to buy a new slave cylinder. I'm not going to get a kit for it. Not going to take a chance. So I'll just buy a new one and get it sent out from the UK. And everything else is pretty mint. You can see it all looks nice. It's all wired up. Exhaust is all back on. I mean, you can eat dinner off that floor. I wouldn't want to, but I'm pretty sure you could. You can see everything's super clean. Adjusted the back, one of the handbrake, I think it was on the driver's side, needed to come up just a few notches. It was slightly out of balance on the handbrake. I put the bonnet on. Unfortunately, I couldn't film it because four of us had to lift it. I should have put the camera on at the side here, but I forgot. Anyway, it's on, or it's just the bonnet, or the top hats they call them, and they've got like nylon top hat washers that go in, so it's only the two bolts in the front, so it can hinge. The brackets are not on yet, the spring assist brackets are not on, but I'll show you the rest of that once we get them on today. But it looks so much nicer with a hood on it, and the ride height looks really nice. So I'll bring you back when we've got the hinges on it. So that's the bonnet back on the car. You see there's the springs there, the helper springs. And the plug, there's the plug that actually plugs in the light. So now, going to give that a big clean up inside. It's been sat for a year, the bonnet. It's tidy, but just needs a bit of a clean up. Everything else is looking good. Very sexy bonnet then. So same on this side. You See, all that's in place, and hood stays off on its own nice. So then you've got a catch in the middle, and then you're. This is how I'll leave this here so you can see it. Hopefully that will show. Will it? Don't know. And then you just got the that's how the latches go on. Turn to the side. Right. Just put the other one down. You can see there's it. Basically just push in. That's it. There we go. Really nice fit, that bonnet. Took a long time to get it like that, and the doors. So, finish up with me is we're putting this other one down. This is where the chassis is going to sit. So I'm giving that a bit of a clean. It's been lying around for a while. I'll give that a bit of a clean, let it dry off, and then when we take the body off here to put onto the rotisserie, we'll put the chassis over here and cover it up, and then we can weld all this up. There we go. Unfortunately, the bumper's the worst for wear, isn't it? It's the bumper itself is not too bad, but by the time that's cleaned and re-chromed, there's a bit of a few bends in it, but that's the most expensive item, the long piece. It's around about £1,300, and those overriders are around £160 each, but they're done. They're really badly damaged, that one there in particular, and they've been repaired inside quite a few times by the looks, so it definitely needs new overriders. That's not on, it's just shows you where the brackets are. We've got to take it all apart, and the same on the front. So on that note, the Jag's done, and we'll catch you in the next video. So as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby. Bye for now.